good Saturday. Still the beginning of March. You know, things are starting to get very, very interesting. If I don't say so myself. Now, what am I talking about today, and where am I going to go with this video? Now, we've all heard of it before. Govern yourselves, or you will be governed. The master of your own destiny, that sort of thing. There's certain perks to being an author, an editor, an illustrator of your own life, of your own light, you know. A lot of artists out there, whether they're singers, dancers, painters, directors, whatever the case may be, man. People that are able to reach into the Akashic records and pull very important, very interesting ideas from the ethers and ground them into reality. People like Nikola Tesla, who solved time travel, or even the problem of providing the world with unlimited energy 100 years ago. Would you believe, coming into the 19th century, that people were still using oil lanterns, you know, they're eliminating oil from the ocean. You know? We had people like Steve Jobs, not even a quarter of a century ago, who was able to create the iPod and the iPhone, you know. These are very powerful magical ideas. Again, that we are able to ground into reality if we are able to, you know, not listen to the distractive bullshit that people have around us. You know, women shaking their hips back and forth in front of us, men juggling these paper dollar bills and currencies back and forth in front of our faces. And even just us ourselves, we talk so much that we don't even take the time to just sit and listen to our mind, our own hearts, our own feelings, to to watch our next steps, man. There's certain things that people skip over in life, like a child would skip over swim class. You're a grown-ass adult now that can't even swim, so if you get thrown off a boat or thrown off the ship, you wouldn't be able to survive because you can't even doggy pedal. Similar to learning to read, write, learning a lot of magic. You know, I recently explained to people that we just call them letters and numbers. We call them words. We even call them symbols. You know, as far as the easiest way for me to put it, for most people, those are actually symbols. But we've had occultists over time break it down even further and separate one category into numbers, one category into letters. I mean, look at the original ancient civilizations. They did not have letters and numbers. You know, we talk about Jesus all day, every day, when there wasn't even a Jesus. Original name was Yahweh, and there was a name before that. But even look at the hieroglyphics, man. On the tombs of the Egyptians, you did not find numbers and letters. You found symbols, birds, all types of pictures that told stories. You know, we still have people today that can't even decipher specific languages from texts or whatever books or images that they found buried deep somewhere. You know, do you believe it or not, there's a whole lot of ideas, a whole lot of information that's being kept by the Vatican under the Queen's Castle, and things in Fort Knox that they'll never reveal to people that they won't even understand yet. The crazy part is they aren't the creator of these things. They will never relinquish the knowledge and the tools back to the original man. But not to get too deep into it, man. Again, it's a lot of strange things that have been happening lately. Even farther back than that, over the last 2 years that I've been going through my whole spiritual expansion, the dark night of the soul, which is basically becoming more mindful, present, and aware of the things that we go through every day on a daily basis that distracts us from what's real. Again, you guys can hear the wind blowing. You can say you don't believe in air, or you don't believe in astrology, or whatever the case may be. You can have your opinions, you can have your facts on these things. Again, if there wasn't any air for you to breathe, you'd drop dead. You don't believe the sun and the moon can affect you, but try going out for a walk in the middle of the day when the sun is at its highest. You're going to sweat your brains out. Go walking outside in the middle of the night when there's no moon. You won't be able to see shit because the moon is the light of the night. So again, there's so many different things, and God is interesting, whomever he or she may be. I tend to think that God is within us. You know, we remember watching the cartoons of, you know, you have the conscious or the consciousness. You have one on your shoulder, one on the other shoulder. They come from within you, right? It's the voice within you. And they try to try to steer you to go in either direction, wherever that direction may be. Again, it tries to give you the perspective, give you a chance to be the master of your own universe. It gives you a chance to edit your own life as you see fit. I mean, just think of all the jobs that you've had in your life, all the romantic partnerships that you've had in your life. You chose these people, whether you know it or not, based on the type of experiences that you were having, the places that you were, the seasons that you were having at that moment in life. And you ran with it the best way you could. Now, you take with it and you accept those things that come with it, those experiences, and you tend to move forward, man. You know, just not allowing the government to put a leash. It's there for a reason. We need the government, of course. You know, you need people, but you also need to think for yourself. Sometimes you need to develop a blueprint. They sat us down in elementary school, taught us to read books. Hopefully you sat your ass down in class and took heed to the things that the teachers were trying to teach you. Yeah, there's racism, but I also had white teachers, male and female, that taught me how to speak. I took honors in AP English class. I had a male teacher who was probably gay that told me, anytime I asked him a question, he said, stop. Don't say axe. What are you, an axe murderer? you don't, that's not how you pronounce the word. You say ask. When you're saying mines, it's not mines. It's not yours. You don't say that's mines like that. What are you, stepping in a minefield, or are we going to blow up the classroom? Learn how to talk. Say my own. White teachers that said, you know what, Antonio, you're actually pretty smart. Your mind and your smile is going to change the world one day. I believe in you. Amongst black teachers, I just have to bring it. I just have to put that perspective out there, because I've also had black teachers, women that were, you know, they're womanly women, but they were very steadfast in their masculine energy. Again, a woman's out there working a job 9 to 5. She's in her masculine energy, although she's considered to be a teacher. I had a computer teacher that would use me as an example in class. Smile, Antonio. Show the classroom what it looks like to brush your teeth every day and to actually have a nice bright smile. Or, Antonio, pay attention in computer class. Learn how to type. This is going to be very important. Different things like that. Again, art teachers and music teachers from all different cultures, French, Spanish. Antonio, let me use your project. You did the best in class. Let me use your work to inspire and to use an example for other classes. I got 7 classes, and your example will probably be one of the best examples to show these 300, 400, 500 students. And I'm not gloating or, you know, trying to say I'm good or anything like that. It's just, when people tell you that you're good at something, that's what you know your destiny is. You're a teacher at some point. You're meant to be a leader. You're meant to be a guiding light. The crazy part about it is, growing up, you know, my mom taught me certain things, but she had her insecurity. She knew that I was smarter than her. You know, we talk about black women being the most educated. You're so educated, but your kids are stupid. They don't know how to read and write. They're not knowledgeable. They don't know how to, you know, they have no confidence, because women alone don't have confidence. Single mothers don't have confidence, so they can't pass something that they don't have down to their child. Knowledge. And when my mom saw that I had knowledge, wisdom, confidence, and abundance, and an array of friends, something that she doesn't possess, she took offense to it. I can go on and on and on. Stories about my father and my family, my friends, and things like that. But the whole point of this is, things are starting to look real interesting in my life now that I actually pay more attention to it. You know, Jesus died at 33 years old, and of course, I really felt like That is a Christ thing at some point. At 33 years old, I did start to notice things a little bit different. Certain things happened at 34, certain things happened at 35, and again, this year I'll be 36, 222, 6, victory and all that sort of thing I've been preaching about for the last couple months. But yeah, even preacher, people starting to look at me as some type of preacher or a pastor or that sort of thing. It's very interesting, a teacher in some regards. But I'm noticing so many different things, man. Again, I spoke about God sitting me down and telling me that he's going to show me certain things in my life that I won't be able to deny, that I won't be able to refuse, that I won't be able to rebuff or refute or rebuttal. There is a God in you. I want to put that energy out there. I want to put that whole thought out there. Some of us are not able to walk in our divine, authentic authority. I mean, some scriptures say, some Akashic records say it's only 144,000 of us in this world of 7-10 billion people. I mean, that's the amount of people that actually participates in voting. Again, the perspective on these things. They say it's 7 billion or 8 billion people. They say the world is flat or the world is round, and then we have, like, think for yourself. If you're gonna walk around saying that the earth is flat, why don't we perceive other planets as being flat? Why don't we perceive the sun, if you could look at it, as being flat? Why aren't the other planets flat? Who is actually the creator of this matrix? Who put the sun up there? Who put the stars in the sky? Who put the clouds up there for the most part? But an enlightening day. Every day is an enlightening day, man. I say learn something new every day. Try something new. Keep a clear channel. Be a clear channel for the divine, man. You know, I log on Facebook, and the only thing I see, I got 2,000 friends on Facebook, and they all talk about the same dumb shit every day. Now, this is not directed towards anyone. I mean, if the shoe fits, the shoe fits. If you feel like what I'm saying is offending you, you didn't have to be here. You don't have to be listening to me. Get some integrity about yourself. You don't always have to have a teacher or someone to put their ideas or their own rules onto you. Again, govern yourselves or you will be governed. Generate your own ideas. Generate your own stories. Make the world around you work for you. Like, again, there's so many things right now that's happening around me, and that's because I've cultivated my mental, my emotional, and my spiritual self in a way that the world is literally bowing before my feet at this time. It may not seem like it, whatever your perspective may be, if you're my friend or you're my family member, or you're just looking at me through the lens of a cell phone. Again, cell phone could look like magic if you take a cell phone back 100, 200 years ago. That's the perception of it. We think it's magic. We think if we saw aliens and they actually came down, that there would be a difference between us. There's certain subtle differences, just like there's certain subtle differences between humans and plants and flowers and animals and bugs and colors and everything else. But I got work to get to, man. I got reads to get to. Bring some more messages and more stories to the collective, man. More therapeutic sessions. I'll catch y'all guys on the next one. Peace.